Okay, I guess first things first, yes, that is the 2024 Kong. I didn't buy it, my dad got me as a gift, so I kept my word, I didn't buy it. Oh, goody, goody, let's do it. I'm so excited, not really. Okay. SH Monsterarts Skar King, here we go, let's do this. Where do I even begin? So the figure is actually not that bad. I actually quite like it. I think this figure is not bad. So, I said in my unboxing note the whiplash. Basically, it can go all the way around, but it should be a little longer. I wish this was just a little longer because it kind of hits right there at his shoulders. But, you know, you can make it work. You can kind of tuck his neck, have his mutton chops kind of hold that in place so it doesn't fall off. So you can make it work. I don't even know where to start. Details. So the details are pretty nice. As you can see here, the fur texturing, you know, it looks good. You know, sculpt monkey ass. There it is. Ooh, you know, everything here looks good. You know, you kind of expect that at this point for SH Monsterarts. You know, so everything here looks good. In terms of the details, articulation is kind of where we start, you know, falling off here. I'll remove the whiplash here, and we'll take a look at it a little later. But, you know, let's take a look at the articulation. So he's got this kind of weird ball joint system, right? So you can look up, kind of like that. It's a weird system, right? So you can really hunch down. I'll just show you. So barbell style connecting there, going into the neck, and then another one, and then another one. So it's basically just triple barbell. So you can look left and right. There's a joint cover there. And then this, he's got his mullet, his mutton chops, right? So the head, basically the mullet, detaches, and that's how you know. And you can actually detach this part of the mullet. And I find you can actually get a lot more range out of the head without the mullet. So yeah, you can really hunch him over, which is neato, I guess. That's pretty neato. Oh god, this is such a mess. Whatever. Why should I put effort into this when they didn't put effort into this figure? Whatever. Shoulders, he's on just a ball joint with the gat cover, like so, and then just the barbell style joint there, so you can, you know, move it. I'll just show you. Yep, there we go. Joint cover, and then ball joint. Same thing. If you want to get more range, you can totally. If you want to remove that, you can do that, and now you have more range. So that's pretty cool. Bend, double bend at the elbow. Big point of contention here for this figure was, you know, you can't move it past a little. It's just a little past 90, and you can't really. You can't really fix that. There's no real way to get around it. You kind of just have to live with that, right? You can't bend it more. It's just monkeying around. Ball joint here, and then the hands really pop off easily. But if you move it by here, you shouldn't really have a problem, right? So don't move it on this ball joint. Move it there. So that's whatever. It's fine. Side to side. There, you can hunch. Very good crunch. Decent arc. And you can really move. So the diaphragm here is neat. His diaper, you can move his monkey ass. Be careful. Sometimes this can actually collide with this part. Let me show you what I mean. So you can see there's some damage. This can actually collide with the sculpt there. See the damage right there. So just be be aware of that. Stop focusing on his monkey butt. He's got drop down legs, which yet again, this was kind of a point of contention for a lot of people. It's like, oh, why does he have drop down legs? It's fine. It's not the end of the world. You can still get some good range. You know, full 360 at the legs. Thigh swivel. This is ball joint. Double bend at the knee. Same thing here. A lot of people were like, oh, why don't he do that? Yeah, fair. You know, he should definitely have more than a 90-degree bend at the knee. So watch me put them back together. By the way, he doesn't pop apart that easily. He's like pretty solid. I'm just showing you. You can move his legs in like that. And bow his legs. So, you know, all this is ball joints basically. Pretty neat. Double bend at the knee and everything can be a swivel. Ooh, very tight ball joint at the foot, but you know. And then some toe. So that's the articulation and the details. Now let's start. So okay, before we start the shit show, it's not bad. You know, I think Skar King here, in terms of details and articulation, probably could have been a lot worse than what we got. So what we got is honestly not too terrible, right? This could have been a lot worse, I think. So from what I've been, you know, messing around with him and stuff, this could have been totally worse than what we is. And you know, he can stand if you balance him out. He can totally stand on like carpet and stuff. So that's pretty impressive. It's neato. There you go, right? So that's pretty neato. Oh boy. Let's start the shit show. Okay, so a lot of great designers work at Tamashii, and you know, many of them were brought on board to get this figure out and released. However, the sculpt is going to be inaccurate, which is a shame, but you know, movie references, CGI models, I can get past it as long as it invokes the character, which this does. So overall, I don't think it's too bad, the sculpt. But the problem here is the head sculpts. Number one, this one is just weird. It looks like he has a face on a face, and the roaring head is just weird. But that being said, it does not have pupils. Note that. Note that it does not have pupils. Now, we have the other head, and like I said before, you just remove this piece, remove the mullet, and then, you know, plop the head, take the other head, pop it, and then pop the mullet. Now, here is his standard head, the default neutral face. Now, I want you to take a look. He has pupils. Skar King does not have pupils. He has a glowing effect to his eyes, not pupils. So, this looks really weird. It looks weird. Another thing is, he just never makes this facial expression in the movie, just ever. That just never happens. So, nice. Other thing, I think Dallasor pointed this out. The coloration of the skin is a little too dark. I feel like it should have been a little lighter. Make race jokes, whatever. I think the skin color is a little too dark for Skar King. Racist jokes make him. You know, leave that down in the comments. Give me some engagement, boys. Yeah. So this head, I don't prefer this head. I prefer the roaring head just because it feels a little more like Skar King from the film. This doesn't feel like the character. It doesn't invoke the character. You know, a lot of like Monsterarts, right? You know, the sculpts are usually not accurate, but as long as it invokes the character, it's fine. That doesn't really invoke the character. The roaring head, it does a much better job of invoking the character. So we'll just throw that back on. Like so. Okay, next up, you get a pair of these hands, so you can hold stuff. If you want to know if you can hold the axe, no, you can't. But you can still just kind of slide it in there. That's what she said. Whiplash. Let's take a look at it. Whiplash. It's very big. There's a whiplash. It's really long. It's a bendy wire, so you know, be careful. There are points on it, if I show you, that see right there, kind of open. I stretched this one a little bit. Let me show you a different one. There, see that? So I don't know if those are air holes or what those are, but you know, they're there. And the Shimo crystal, and I don't know if this is a bug or a feature, but you can pop it out. I have no idea if that's a bug or a feature, but it's cool. It's still neat. So I don't care if it's a bug or a feature. Basically, you know how this works. Hand, you feed this whip into there, pose it around a bit, you know, pop off monkey hand, pop that on. And there you go. Whoosh, right, monkey. It stays on there decent. Whatever, don't care. I'm trying to muster up as much enthusiasm for this figure as possible, and we'll get to why. It's hard, guys. I'm sorry. Next, he comes with fists and knuckle draggers, which is really cool. I'm really glad they included the knuckle draggers. Neato. And this is a ball joint remover for the Beast Glove, and it's useful for one purpose, and that is about it. Other than that, if you think you can use it on other ball joints, you're pretty much fucked. So that's Skar King. What else can we talk about? Oh well, yeah. So Skar King, they decided to do DLC with Skar King, right? So let's bring it in. Put those there. Yes, this is the 2024 Kong, like I said at the beginning of the video. I didn't buy him, my dad bought him for me. Thanks, Dad. So this is the Beast Glove, right? And let's just, you know what? We're gonna just, oh, don't break on camera, that'd be really embarrassing. There we go. Okay. Let's start the shit show. So this is really where the absolute nightmare of this toy begins, because the Beast Glove's design is about as good as anything else in this line. Ooh, got him. Basically, the way it works is it's on this bicep has these two holes, and then these two little ports port in, and then that allows you to bend it. But you're noticing a big problem is that they love to pop out. It's not fluid. Oh, there it goes again. It's not fluid, and for a line that is all about articulation, this is a problem, because how are you supposed to articulate it when it's gonna break? And show the pictures on screen. Yep, there we go. It broke twice. Once shit on me, twice fuck you. That's a design problem. I don't care. So, and it's not like when I got it the second time I was, you know, being, oh, super rough with it. No, of course I wasn't. I was being delicate as possible. I was being just posing it normally. Just bending the elbow. How can you, like, I do not understand, like how piss poor design this can be. It's an arm, just do it right, and they pissed it up. Again, Beast Glove comes with other arms. You know, I didn't even bother with replacement for a second time. You know, I just said, no, I'm just gonna live with it. I glued it back on. You can see, actually, the glue, right? You can see there's the glue, right? So I glued it back on. I said, I'm not dealing with this. I had to glue it on twice, because day one it broke. It just popped off here, and it wouldn't go back on. So I had to glue it twice. I am so just over $100 figure, and I had to glue that shit twice. Oh, so how do I feel about the DLC? I just wish they didn't even bother. If you were wondering if this can work with the SDCC Kong, yes, it can. It doesn't color match exactly, but you can pop this on here, or you can pop off the bicep here, get rid of this joint, because it's a different joint system, and pop that on there, and you see that, right? So it will color match just a little bit better. So if you don't feel like buying, you know, 2024 monkey here, like I didn't feel like doing, you can use The 2021. So, I'm not gonna show. He comes with the splayed hand, whatever, and the axe holding hand. Yay. Yeah, that's it. So I'm not exactly happy with these figures. I don't think they're terrible. I think they're overpriced, obviously, but he's not too bad. He's a little big. I didn't show size compare. I don't care. He's taller than Kong. He's a fucking menace. You know that. He's way too tall. Fucking joke. I know. Way too tall. He's taller than Godzilla. It's like, what the hell? Okay. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I'm getting really sick and tired of A, these things not being great, and then B, them just shattering in my hands. Me and my friend Aiden MB, we like to joke around that this line's my Sisyphus. It really is. I just keep buying them, and so I'm not even, it's just whatever at this point. If you want to buy it, buy it. I don't care. I'm not even like I'm so over this line right now. I'm still getting Shimo Y review, and I at this point I have all of them. I might as well just finish it off, so yeah. So if you want it, buy it. No one's gonna stop you. If this video swayed you to buy it, I don't care. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about this line. Is the figure bad? No, it's fine. I have fun with it. I like posing them around. I'll show you some pictures here. You could pose them up, have a good time. The scale isn't actually bothering me as much as I thought it would. You can kind of remedy it, but it's still terrible. Yes, he is still the Slop King. Good job, Bandai. Nice.